Hello, my name is Richard Cronice, and my website is ShoshinGuitarist.com. SHOSHIN Guitarist.com. I am an advanced beginner guitarist, and it all began by discovering finding a 1980s black-white Strat Harmony that was at a yard sale 2.5 years ago. And guess what? Today is another yard sale. So check this out. I purchased this one today. This is a Jasmine S35, and I purchased it today for $10 from some really nice people. So I'm quite delighted with it. So let's talk about this guitar a little bit and what's going on. Again, thanks for visiting. This is the first of two videos, and this one is really just showing you what this guitar has. It only has 5 strings on it right now. One was missing. But today I went to the Ravenswood Manor yard sales, and they have 150 yard sales in Chicago in the middle of May. Just amazing. And I bought this guitar for $10. I only walked into probably 3 garages, and one had a music stand, another one they wanted $15, and I walked a bit further, and I just walked into a garage sale. I liked what it looked like, and there, piled up on top of some clothing and nestled with some dolls, was this guitar. And so I had to grab it. And so the first thing I did is I just grabbed it. You know, it was there. I just grabbed it, and I liked the feel of it. I liked the way the guitar was. And I've read about Jasmine guitars. I think they're made by Takamine, and I just picked it up, and I liked the neck. And let's talk about these basics and why you buy a guitar. It's something I've come up with some help from YouTube videos. It's something called, I call it G-SPL. The first thing is, if you grab an acoustic and it feels good, then move further and see what it can do for you. So that's what I did. And the other part is, how does it sound? How's it sound? How's it play? And how does it look? Well, this thing looked just fine. And before I started doing all of this, I asked the nice people at this garage sale, I said, this is really good. And I asked the owners of the garage sale if I could just take it to their garden. I wasn't going anywhere. I'm an old guy. I look trustworthy, I think, and hope that I am. And they said, sure, go in the yard and you can check it out. And I did. And so I started getting to look at this guitar, and I just like the way it feels in my hands. I like the neck of it. It's light. I like the way it sounded. Even in the garden, it sounded really resonant. So held the guitar in my hands. I tuned it up. Don't we all carry tuners with us when we go to yard sales? I do. And then I pulled out a thin pick and started playing with it. And don't we all carry picks in our blue jeans or, in our purse somewhere, whatever? And so then I started playing it. It only has 5 strings, once again. When I did that, it just reminded me of the Taylor I have. I have a 114E that I bought out in Santa Fe, and I know it's not a Taylor. I checked Amazon, and I used a Lens app. Lens is something I take a snapshot, use the Lens app on Android, and it tells me stuff about whatever I'm analyzing. And for this one, it said that as of today, this is on sale on Amazon for $119. But for me, today, it's $10. So let's talk about some of the pros on this thing. Some of the pros on this guitar. I do apologize, the microphone's probably not doing this justice. I'm having a little trouble positioning it. It sounds tinny, maybe twangy to you, but to me it sounds good. And in the garden, when I tested it, this, what day is it today? This May 17th, in the northwest side of Chicago, in Ravenswood Manor, when I tested it in the garden, it was wonderful. So $10, really, it's quite pretty. It's quite pretty. Just I really like the way it feels. And what else? Sounds really bright. As I said, almost like my 5-year-old Taylor. This guitar is 5 years old. Its birthday will be November, and it's made in Indonesia. No offense to China or wherever or Korea. I've had some success with Indonesian guitars. Is it made by Samick? I don't know. Um, I've also enjoyed, I have a few Korean guitars, and I own some really great Chinese guitars. I'm looking at my gallery over there. It's all about quality control, but this is Indonesian. And so the neck, as one person said on YouTube, the neck was fast. She just loved it. She compared this to some Martin that she was playing, and she kind of frowned when she played the Martin, but when she played this, she said, "This neck is fast. This neck is fast." She really liked it. I wish I remembered her name, but you'll find those reviews. And one thing I did immediately is I checked the nut width because I like the nuts to be not super wide. I once looked at some Godin guitars, which are really fine guitars, but their necks tend to be wide. But this is a 43 millimeter nut. I should put it down here so you can see it. It's a 43 millimeter nut, and that was good. I also pulled out my Fritz ruler. That's what it's called. And you look at the distance on the 12th fret, and I looked at the high string, and it was below what it should have been, so it had lower action. So this is a 5-year-old guitar that comes complete with rusted strings that haven't been used or changed in 5 years. And so, again, good things. The D chord up the neck sounds wonderful. The cons to this, it's a laminated top, but what do you expect? You're getting a $10 guitar, at a yard sale in Chicago in summertime. And but I don't care if it's a laminate top. What I do care about is, does it sound good? And it sounds good to me. I also noted that it has some thin cracks. You can't see it. I could barely see it, but in the garden I saw it. Going from about here to here, there's a really thin crack. And if it was a solid top, I would have been concerned because cracks on a solid top is a bad thing. But, laminate, they're kind of built to withstand that and withstand the dryness of Chicago winters. And the neck of it, as I go up and down the neck, it feels really good. I mean, there's no spikiness. It's good. So those are the cons: a laminate top and a very thin crack, as I said, 6 inches, very, very tiny on the bout, and original strings from November of 2021. So as I sat there, it was so nice. The people, Patrick, who's about to retire, he brought me water and a Danish roll. Very kind, very, very Chicagoan of him. I think highly of my fellow Chicago citizens. And Liam, what a great thing. I'm trying to buy a guitar and texting my wife saying, "Please let me buy a guitar." And Liam and I discussed Abraham Lincoln. He likes Abraham Lincoln, so I told Lincoln stories. This is awesome. And as I went out paying a whopping $10 for this guitar, once again, $10, I asked the young lady who owned it. Her name is Sasha. I'm not using any last names, and I'm not using the exact location on Wilson in Ravenswood Manor. But Sasha had played it in college, and her friends had played it, and I guess she's not playing it anymore, so it's good. So I have to say, did I fall in love with this Jasmine 35, S35 at first sight? I think so. I know what it is. It's supposed to be a cheap guitar, but you know what? If a cheap guitar plays well, does it matter? And so this may become my new practice guitar in the morning, when it's restrung, and I really look forward to the missing E string. I cut it off to the missing E string to see whether it has balance, because right now, as I sound, what is this, an A minor? Oh, it's actually an E. This is an E. Nope, that's not an E. Anyway, I do hope when the low E is on it that it'll have some nice balance to it. And who knows, is it a poor man's Taylor? It sure sounded like my Taylor, but I know it's a different breed of cat. My Taylor cost, 60 times as much as this in Santa Fe from some wonderful people. So there'll be another video. I will take this guitar and I'll put strings on it. I'll put it on, or somebody will put it on, and hopefully it'll sing. So this is it. What's not to like about a $10 guitar that you buy at a yard sale that plays really nicely and has a nice neck and feels good and feels like something that's well crafted? I'm happy. So thanks again for dropping by. Again, there'll be a second video. My name is Richard Cronice, and my website is ShoshinGuitarist.com. Shoshin is spelled S-H-O-S-H-I-N, guitarist.com. And Shoshin is a Japanese word that means learn with a beginner's mind. And I'm so happy that I took up playing guitar at the age of 72, just because I get to meet all these cool people that love guitars or play guitars, and it's just a lot of fun. So thanks a lot for visiting. Have a great day.